Hello everyone. So most of you know that one of my big interests is helping women who don't necessarily wear makeup or, very much makeup on a regular daily basis because they say that they don't have time or they just don't feel like messing with it or, different things like that. And the reason that I feel that women should go to some, sort of length to put on some sort of makeup every day is because it helps us to feel better. It helps us to feel more confident about ourselves when we're out and about and talking with other people. It helps to get us out of kind of a funk mood. Sometimes you just get in a mood where you're like, blah, and you feel blah, and you look blah. But if you put a little something on your face, no matter what it is, it helps. It helps me. It helps pretty much everybody that I know personally. And I can't imagine that it wouldn't help anyone, basically. So today I feel blah. I'm really, really tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I kind of woke up in the middle of the night with a bad dream and blah, blah. So I don't feel good. I just don't feel like messing with anything. I haven't gotten very much accomplished today around the house. I mean, I've done some things here and there, but for the most part, it's just been kind of a blah kind of a day. And it is now 1:58 in the afternoon. And I am just now putting on makeup, which if you know me at all, you know that's strange for me because I usually just get up in the morning and do it first thing because I like to do that. So, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing today to get out of my blah look that matches my blah feeling, and it's helping me already, and I only have one eye done. So, let's just get right into it. I've already clearly got on my face foundation and powder, and I've already primed my eye with the... Sorry, I wasn't going to show it to you, but I guess I will, just in case. The Urban Decay Primer Potion in the color Eden, and this is just a little trial size one. They come bigger than that. And what I'm going to do next is, I'm literally going to use 2 eyeshadows, and that's it. But it's going to give me a nice, put together look. Sorry, I can't find my brush. I'm going to take a brush like this. It's just a soft, flat eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus, which is a makeup setting spray, skin refresher, finishing mist, whatever you want to call it. Or you can just take water, and some people actually use Visine. I'm just going to spray a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take my brush, and I'm just going to tap both sides in that spray. I don't want it soaking wet, but I want it damp. And then I'm going to take, I got this little sample of powder from Coastal Scents when I bought my brush set. And it just came in this little thing like this, and you can use it for eyeliner or eyeshadow. It's a mineral powder. And the color is called Fawn, and I'll link that down below for you in case you want to get it. It's a beautiful color. I'm going to actually buy it when I run out. And I'm just going to tap my brush in the lid. And I'm going to start patting that on my eyelid. And it gives this beautiful, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a copper penny, but not. It's just kind of hard to describe, and it's hard to work with it because it won't sit up on its own. I need a little bit more liquid and a little bit more powder, and I'm just going to continue patting that across my eyelid, concentrating it below the crease. If you kind of open your eye and look off to the side and raise your eyebrow, it's easier to get in that inner corner there without kind of smearing it all over your nose. You don't want to wipe with this, and I'll show you why in just a second. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just going to pat back over that with this big, clean brush. I just felt like a couple of the areas got a little too wet. Some of them were kind of dry, so I just wanted to make sure that that was all even Steven across the lid there. Wipe off the back of my hand because it's quite soggy. And then I'm going to take that same color, that same brown color there, and I'm just going to tap that again in the lid. What's in the lid? You don't need much of this. And I'm going to tap it off to get the excess off because as you see I've already got it on my cheek and that's just not making me very happy. And I'm going to take it dry now in the crease. And I'm going to use the same color, dry, that I did wet to blend out that harsh edge there. And then, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, when you use it dry and you start blending it back and forth, and this is why I told you not to do that, it turns into a completely different color. Now it's like a, I don't know, maybe you can see it there. It's a little bit more like a reddish dark brown than it is a copper penny color. So I'm just using that right there. It blends out easily, quickly. Trying to get that off my nose. And really nice. And then if you feel like you lost a little bit of that copper color that you put on first, you can always go back in with just a little bit of your liquid and a little tiny bit of that powder and pat that right back on the lid just to re-shine that there. So it looks like you're wearing 2 different colors of eyeshadow, but really you're only wearing one. I love that. And then I'm going to take a soft fluffy brush like this. This is a MAC 224. Sorry, I'm in my own light. You don't need to use a MAC brush. I'm just telling you in case you have one. And then I'm going to take this Revlon Color Stay 12-Hour Eyeshadow Palette in the color Coffee Bean and use that top color there. I don't know if you guys can see what color it is. It's kind of a beigey color, beigey vanilla, and has a very slight shimmer to it. So I'm going to take that on my fluffy brush, tap it off, and I'm going to put that on my brow. And just use that again to kind of blend out that color. I'm taking it down into by my nose because I have a tendency to get real dark in there and I don't like a lot of dark shadows in there. If you have wide set eyes, your eyes are too far apart to you, I mean, you know, for your liking, you can take a dark shadow and put that in there and it will make them appear closer together. And then I'm going to take a small smudger brush like this. This is just a little tiny Eco Tools brush that you can get at Rite Aid, Target. And I'm going to slightly dampen it with my Fix Plus, just the tip of it. And then I'm going to take that tip of that and tap that in that same color and go right along underneath my eye. I have to look in the mirror, sorry, I hope you can see me. Just as close up to those bottom lashes as you can get. I'm only going to go about 1/4 of the way in. I'm going to flick it back up there to make sure that it's uniform, you know. You don't have it looking disjointed there. And take it right back underneath the eye. And then if you wipe that brush off and go back and just kind of run it along it a time or two, it'll blend it out just a little bit, but it'll still look coppery. And then I'm going to take a nice black eyeliner. Just don't laugh at me about how big this is. I'm going to use it till the end, and that's the way it is. This is actually Smolder by MAC. Look at that. Is that not hilarious? I love this color. It's a real nice rich black, and it's soft, and it's good for smudging, and the waterline, it stays on the waterline really well, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right along my inner waterline on the bottom and the top. Just put your pencil in there, not shoving it up against your eyeball, clearly, but right along that upper waterline. I know this is painful to watch, sorry. And make sure you get right along that upper waterline, and that just kind of thickens that lash line. And then I'm going to take a CoverGirl, I never can remember the name of this, sorry, Outlast Smoothwear, and this is just a black CoverGirl, it's called Onyx. And it's the reason I'm using this is because it's not black enough. I don't want a really dark black along my eye lash line. I'm just going to use this because it's a little bit lighter of a black, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Can't do it on that hand. Got all those other colors there. I'll watch it not look that way on my hand. You can kind of tell, I think. This is the CoverGirl, and that's the Smolder from MAC. Anyway, taking it right as close to the lash line as I can get it, without it rolling itself down. If you need to, you can hold that outer corner. Sorry, hard to talk and do that at the same time. Taking it kind of far in. You don't have to, you can stop wherever you're comfortable with your eyeliner. And I'm taking it just a teensy way out past the corner of my eye. And then I'm going to take that same smudger brush that I used on my lower lash line, and I'm going to run that along that eyeliner, just kind of very lightly smudging it a little bit because I don't want a defined, you know, black there. Just kind of want to get that brown color in that black eyeliner just a little bit. And then I'm going to take that back down on this bottom here, sorry I forgot, and run it along my eyelashes just to kind of get the brown into the black smolder. There. Curl my eyelashes. It's just using our old, not old, but you know, a Sephora eyelash curler. You can use Revlon, you can use, I think Tweezerman makes an eyelash curler, and just curl your lashes. It really opens up the eye and gives you the appearance of being more awake than you are. If your lashes are not hanging down in your eye and dragging your eye down. I curl twice. I curl once at the base, as close to my lash line as I can get. Hold it, I usually count for maybe 5 seconds. And then take it into the middle of the lash and do it again. Then I'm going to take my L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes mascara in, I think it's just black. It might be like black or something like that. And the wand looks like that. It's a plasticky kind of wand. It really separates your eyelashes. And I'm just going to put couple coats of mascara on. Make sure you always put mascara on, especially when you're wearing a kind of a darker eye makeup. It absolutely drives me crazy to see someone wearing a beautiful dark colored eyeshadow look and no mascara whatsoever. It's like, okay, now you look like you have no eyelashes, but I know you do. Just one of my pet peeves. And then just make sure that they're all nice and dark and coated. If you have a problem with your bottom lashes smudging, smearing down onto your lower lid there, skip that. You don't have to put mascara on the bottom. I really like it, but you don't have to do it. And then on the cheeks, I'm just going to go really simple because, like I said, I'm just not really in the mood for this whole makeup scene today, but I'm not going to just look like I looked because it makes me feel worse. And I'm going to take this Jane, it's not on the lid, sorry, this Jane Be Pure Mineral Blush, if you guys can see it or not. And this is in the color that Nicole should have looked at before she opened the package, Sunbrushed. And the reason I don't always use this is because I usually use like a blush that doesn't have a shimmery shine in it, because I also will go back in with my MAC highlight powder, not doing all that today. This already has like a highlight effect to it. So I'm just going to tap it in there just once. And then I'm going to tap it off to make sure I don't have any excess because it goes on really strong. It's not a dark color, it's just very shimmery, and I don't want a ton of it. I just want a little bit. And I'm just going to run that kind of along the top of my cheekbone there. And then I'm so lightly just featherly dusting that on, because the harder you push, the more concentrated it gets, and then it just looks like you have way too much shine going on your cheeks there, and it's just not cool. So again, just along the top, and then kind of blend it out with the brush very softly. Put a teensy amount on my forehead just because I feel like it. And then, you guys probably can't see it. Yeah, it looks like the smears, I mean the lights are washing me out. I look like I have no blush on, but I really do. And I think that's all I'm going to do for that. I am going to put some lips on because you just look half done or dead, you know, if there's nothing on your lips, especially if you've got face makeup on, I mean foundation. This kind of goes with my day. I lost my lip that I was going to use. I know I didn't lose it, it's here somewhere, but I found it. You just look like you're not finished if you don't put a little something on your lips. So I'm just going to use the Sonia Kashuk lip crayon. It's a matte lip color. It's real soft and velvety. And it's just pretty much the same color as my natural lip color. It's just a little bit more intense. So that's all I'm going to do. So hopefully that helps you guys on those days when you just don't feel like messing with all of this mess. But you're in a blah mood and you just don't want to look like that either. To know that you can just put on, I put on 2 colors of eyeshadow, a little bit of eyeliner, some mascara, a tiny bit of blush, and some lip stuff, and I was done. Along with my foundation. So hopefully that was helpful to some of you, and let me know if you have any questions or requests, anything that you'd like to see me do, anything that you need help with, and I will do my best to do that. And I will try I think I can take pictures of this today. What time is it? Yes, I can take pictures. And I'll post that on my blog with all the details of everything that I used. And I think that's it. So have a great day. And thank you so much for watching my videos.